Good morning, friends. This is Sriharsha from Crazy Money with Sri. Today is 10th of December, and let's see what's happening in the market and what is that you need to do. What happened yesterday in the Indian market, US market, European market, and what actually you need to do today, and how you need to place your trades for today. So guys, if you have still not been a part of my YouTube channel, go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so that you will get all the latest notifications. Yesterday I actually told you that 13,500 is a very important strong resistance from the option chain perspective, but yesterday we were able to surpass that, so which is a very powerful thing which has happened in the Indian market, which is showing that there is a strength. But as long as we can actually hold that 13,500, there's a very high possibility we may move towards 14,000 very soon. Now when it's going to happen is a question. It may happen sooner or later, and right now looking at the way the market is behaving, there's a pattern which I am seeing. If that is going to happen, probably we may reach that 14,000 even today itself. That could really happen today. If that has to happen, let's see what are the conditions in which it could happen and what exactly happened in the US, Europe. Let us actually look at those conditions. Number one is US market has actually closed negative. So the main thing is the sentiment is a little weaker for all the traders, and people may actually end up shorting the market in the opening. Now this is a big danger, and don't get into shorting the market. I've been telling you from quite some time, and this is something which can tempt you to short, and this is something which you need to avoid. European markets actually have closed quite positive. Now European markets can actually help us to strengthen the market. Now let's look at what is happening in the Indian futures. Indian futures are quite flat. There's nothing much which is happening in the Indian futures, and we may open a flattish kind of a node today in the morning. And if we are opening flat, and if we continue to move higher from here, then there is a very high probability we may move towards 14,000 also. For that, the most important thing is we need to stay above 13,500. That is very important. If we fail to stay above 13,500 and start moving down, there is a higher probability we may actually go and fill the gap which we have made yesterday, which is around 13,450 range. There is a gap which we have made, so that gap may actually get filled up, and after that again the market may move higher. So there are two possibilities for today. Number one is if we are staying above 13,500, from the option expiry perspective, we may actually trade in a narrow range of 13,500 to 13,600. Or if we break 13,500 on the lower end, we may actually move towards 13,400, and we may stay between 13,400 to 500. Now that is something which could happen in a typical option expiry week. But right now, what actually could happen if we can hold on to 13,500 and 13,600 is reached within the first 1 hour? There is a very high probability, as long as we continue to hold and the momentum is going to continue, we may move towards 13,700, 800 or 14,000 also very soon. Whether it will happen today or tomorrow or in the next week is a difficult thing to say, but market momentum is extremely positive. Don't get into any kind of short is something which I'm trying to caution you. Don't go with what has happened in the US market. US market might have actually given some profit booking, but the momentum in India is much stronger than what is happening in the US market, and it is better for us to be on the long side. Especially even the bank Nifty has actually moved quite a lot higher. So as long as bank Nifty is also going to hold 30,000 as long as bank Nifty is going to hold 30,600, there is a very high probability we may move towards 31,000, 32,000. anything is possible, guys. So banks will actually lead this rally, but as I can see, the entire market may rally right now. Pharma may rally. Reliance is anyway actually moving higher. On top of that, IT may also start getting into a rally today. Wipro has this buyback, which is actually going to drive the IT stocks. So TCS buyback is also coming. So all these things are actually going to drive this drive the IT stocks also. Overall, I see entire market can rally from here. A lot of stocks are at support levels, and from here there's a very high probability we may start moving quite higher. So uh, it's better for us to be on the long side, guys. Don't get into the short mode, and probably for us, we may get a very good entry level in the beginning, first 15 minutes. So first 15 minutes low should be your stop loss, and you can probably look at entry. And so the stop loss will be very small, and if things are happening as I have told you, then you may actually get a very high reward. So for that reason, based on that, you can take a trade according to that, and that should actually really help you. Overall, actually, the market setup looks exactly the way actually I am saying, but anything can happen in the market. I've told you what are the conditions, what could happen, and don't actually have over expectation and don't over trade. But if actually what I'm seeing is going to happen, and as per these conditions, then I will be actually, then things may actually happen a lot more in our favor. For my students, I am actually anyway updating lively and actually confirming if the trend is going to happen as per that. Here I have actually given you the overall conditions of how actually it can happen and when it can happen. And as per the commodities, as I've been telling you, gold, silver have come to a resistance level right now, and they may be sideways to negative, as I was telling you earlier also. And crude oil, since market is moving positive, we may still be sideways to positive, but overall they may lose once actually market start correcting. Crude oil will also start correcting, but overall it is more of sideways at this point of time. Don't actually expect crude oil to go too much higher at a higher level. It is only an opportunity for you to sell crude oil. And right now gold and silver are still on a flattish kind of a mode, so we may actually move between the earlier range only. And if actually it cannot move higher, then there is a very high probability it will start going down. So be careful with the gold and silver at this point of time. Stock market is bound to move higher. It may be more flattish, and by any chance if we actually start moving down, then probably around 13,450 level we may take support and start moving higher. So either we could have, the scenarios could be like this: as long as we can hold 13,500 levels, very high probability we will move towards 13,600. And if we do this very fast, there is also a very high probability that it may actually go much more higher. See, if you are doing options, and if you are doing the current options, be careful and trail your stop losses and actually hold the positions. And if actually see, many times what happens is it may move in one 100 points range, tight range also. If that is going to happen, then we may move only between 13,500 to 600. Or if we break 13,500, it could be between 13,450 to 13,550. We may move in this tight range. So I'm not expecting too much of selling which could happen like what has happened in the US market. If at all anything would happen, that could happen in the range which I have told you. If it actually ends up positive, it could be very highly positive, that very highly it could actually be in favor of the bulls. More likely it is in favor of bulls at this point of time. But if actually it goes as per what I am expecting it to do, because that is something which is unexpected from the market, especially after US has actually come down. And if that is going to happen, that could happen mainly because of the short covering, because the sentiment right now for the trader is to short. So from the beginning, when they are shorting the market and the market is continuously moving higher, it can only keep moving higher and higher, and that is what actually can drive the markets to altogether new highs. So be very careful with your short positions. If we are going to continuously keep moving higher, then it is a very high probability we may actually go up 2 to 5% on one single day. So take your position, trade accordingly. Don't try to over trade, and if at all you are throwing anything in options, you need to be careful with that, and you need to book your profits as and when it happens. If you are doing, preferably if you are doing it in the next week options, you can actually hold on to the positions, because if you are doing in this week's options, then you need to be careful and you need to book your profits and trade accordingly. If you are in futures and all, you can continue to hold, because now if we break out, a lot of stocks will actually start continuously moving higher. Be careful with your positions and don't short the market. That's what I can quickly tell you. Thank you very much, guys. If you have still not been a part of my YouTube channel, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon. And if you are actually not a part of my Telegram channel, go and join Crazy Money with Sri Telegram channel. And if you want to be a professional trader, and if you want to get mentored by me, go and join the pro trading system, which is for just 499 rupees. And you can see this video of the first day of the pro trading system in the YouTube itself. Just go and search for that. You will get to know what actually is possible there and how you can become a professional trader there. Go and join that, and that can actually take you to a bigger levels, and see you there. So thank you very much, guys. Have a great and prosperous day, and let you make a lot of money.